good day to you. Welcome to Herman Manyora's channel. My name is Jadiel Kabiro. Glad that you've joined us yet again for today's political conversation. Always a pleasure to have you. I'm joined by Herman Manyora, political analyst. Sir, how are you doing today?
Good.
Where have you been last week? We did several shows, but seemed like you were in and out.
I was in the village.
Very busy.
I'm a villager.
And these chairs make us seem like we're
yes,
Lombe. You call it Longbe.
Lombe, yeah. I want to be reminded of home all the time.
Once in a while.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
today's political conversation, we're speaking about rigging elections. This comes after Women Rep Muranga Sabina Chege. What she said this week sparked a lot of conversation, saying that you guys think that we stole elections last time. There might be truth to it. And you know, if we did that last time, this time we can do a little bit of that. We always speak about these two teams, Azimio and Kenya Kwanza now, and we speak about injuries in this game. When you look at Azimio right now, can they come back from what she said?
I don't think it was a categorical statement.
Oh.
You know, I'm a communication expert. These are some of the things you say, you know, in haste and not very serious. Yeah, if it was a serious statement, we stole the 2017 election and we will steal this one. It will be a bad thing. But then even coming from Sabina, I don't think she's that representative of the system. You also look not just at the message. You look at how the message is delivered. And in this one, if you look at how it's delivered, it's not a serious message. Secondly, you look at the person delivering it. Sabina Chege is not a serious figure within the handshake and within the Azimio. Yeah, so you don't expect that to be even remotely the thinking of Azimio, of Raila, of Uhuru.
Umechukua kura, iko kwa mfuko, mwenye kwa na kura yake anionyeshe hapo vinioni. Mnajua kule Central, nimesikia wengine wakisema hapa tuliwaibia. Kuna kaukweli kidogo, lakini mjua kama tulijua kuiba, si hata hii tutafanya nini? Alafu wanafikiria wao ndio wajanja, lakini sisi tuko na watu, na baba ametembea kwa watu. Baba amekuwa the people's project.
But you've always said that some things you don't just come.
I'm saying when you add the two, the way it is said, do you know Kiswahili?
I'm just asking because so many times when we speak
wanasema
but her saying kuna kaukweli kidogo.
Kuna kaukweli kidogo,
what does this really mean? Because when it comes to elections in Kenya, we speak about rigging elections, we speak about free, fair and credible. Doesn't this mean that this election?
That's what I'm telling you. It's not a categorical statement and it's not coming from a senior member. However, it is still not the right thing to say. It's a bad thing. So it can injure you. But the extent of the injury is doubtful, considering who she is.
But we've always been speaking about the Kenya Kwanza, UDA, Ruto's side. You said they are making a lot of blunders, and these blunders are going to cost them.
Correct.
And now coming to
Azimio. A blunder will always have an impact on the election. And that's why this thing has been the source of debate in the country since she said it.
Yeah. So when you listen to
and you have heard people saying, now we told you, Ruto has said, now we told you, now they have run out of options. Now they are saying they'll steal the elections, but they will not manage.
Look at what Kenya Kwanza.
So it's not a good thing.
Look at what Kenya Kwanza
looking back, I think she must be regretting it.
She must, because she's been summoned by the IEBC.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Now, when you look at what Kenya Kwanza is saying right now regarding Gachagua.
But you see, you cannot prosecute her. She can, if you took her to court, you'll be wasting time.
Why?
She'll only refer you to the Supreme Court.
Yes, in 2017,
what did the Supreme Court say?
The elections
were not
conducted according to the Constitution.
So you can't sue her. So even IBC summoning her is foolish.
But let's talk about first Kenya Kwanza. Kenya Kwanza have come out.
It is the politics that is bad, not the facts. Yeah, the fact is there. The Supreme Court has pronounced itself.
I'm looking at the talks now.
Yes.
After what she said.
Yes.
MP Rigathi Gachagua saying that we will protect our votes by all costs. We have people on the ground.
Yes.
Mudavadi also saying we will make sure that these elections are not going to be rigged.
Yes.
When you listen to this kind of talk, what is this? What will it spark on the ground? Because now people are like, we might win and will not be able to take the state house.
But remember, Jad, politics is politics. She could even be doing that deliberately. To plant in the minds of Kenyans the long-held belief by people that elections really are manufactured somewhere, results. So to make it live, it is abstract, it has been forgotten. Bring it back. That can even have a bearing on the turnout in some areas. Why should we bother? This election will be stolen. Anyway, you see what I'm saying?
So it can be planned.
She could even be told, go and say that.
So because you've said that
Yes.
if it comes to substantiating her claims,
Yes.
she will refer to 2017. And
If
so
you took her to court, I'm saying if you took her to court, you are wasting time, because the Supreme Court has pronounced itself that the 2017 elections were not properly conducted.
and that's
So
that.
how would you take her to court? But from a political point of view, it is a blunder, and it can cost them, and it's already costing them. Yeah.
Okay, we have a website, nairobireview.africa, where so many articles, we write them, so many political, entertaining, sports articles are written there. If you have an opinion on what's happening within the country and you'd like to put it down, please just share it with us on Nairobi. What's the email? Nairobi Review.
Nairobi Review Limited at gmail.com.
Yeah, do send us your opinion. We'll publish there. Check out our website in case you miss stories like this one, Sabina. It's already there. Go listen, go read it out. And for the videos, if you've been sending us videos, please share them with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We publish them on this channel. So please go ahead and share those videos with us. Let's continue with this conversation on rigging elections. We've always believed that Raila Odinga has won several elections. Yeah. So when you look at what is happening right now, would you say that 2022 presidential election should be something that people should watch out for when it comes to rigging, and it might not be as fair as we think it will be?
You know, elections, especially political elections, but all elections in general, even in church elections,
They elect deacons.
they are not what we would want them to be. There are always issues. There are always deals, underhand deals, undercutting. There are always corners. That is the truth. If you go into an election and you think you are going into something that's entirely clean like snow, then you are in the wrong place. So there's always a measure of this or the other happening. You know, underhand deals, what? You know, they are always. We have come a long way. There were days when rigging meant kura zinachukuliwa zinaenda kutupwa kwa maji. Debe, you know, the actual vote. We have come from there. But every coming election, there are new ways of playing around games with the elections.
Manipulation.
They're always there. In America, you saw. I've said this and people attack me. I've said when elections were first held in America on the first day, Trump won by over 75% of the votes. Thereafter, votes began coming in from the post office. Mail. So, Biden ni president wa posta. Na Trump ni president wa watu.
Yeah.
That is America now. What are you talking about? So elections are not. So you must be prepared for all these things. Yeah. But when it comes to Raila, it is true that Raila has. The Supreme Court has pronounced itself.
Yeah.
In 2013, only 8 votes stood between Uhuru and the runoff. And the Kevi Kilonzo's case, filed by Africa, an NGO, showed clearly even those 8,000 Uhuru and Ruto did not get. But the Supreme Court ignored the evidence. They ignored. And then they ignored Raila's evidence because of technicalities. That the document was too big, there was no time, where they had not served the others. That election also was not quite clean. In 2007, you must be a very interesting kind of person not to admit that Raila won.
Very interesting.
Yeah, you must be a very interesting character. So Raila has won. That tells you Raila is not a man you really are planning to steal an election for. He can win an election as he has won on his own.
Okay, when you look at what CJ David Maraga is famously famed for quashing the election in 2017 because he said the elections were not conducted in a constitutional manner.
Yes.
The results were announced before 40,000 polling stations reported the findings. Do you think that nullification can show IEBC that this time round they have to take matters serious and we should be able to trust
Yeah,
their
in fact,
preparedness?
they are moving in that direction. I hear even this new bill in Parliament has a bit to do with that. Yeah, to correct some of the anomalies. Yeah.
So when you did a video, I think 3 months ago, you spoke about election preparedness. Sometimes we say bora uchaguzi si uchaguzi bora.
Yes.
Do you think IBC is rightly prepared this time around?
In my honest opinion, IBC is not quite prepared for this election. But they will handle it. It's a simple matter. But I'm not... Let me put it away. They could be prepared, but they don't give me the confidence I require.
Which was that confidence that
I
you
don't
want?
see
The
them-
expectations that you have for IEBC.
You see,
because-
look at even the voter registration exercise that just ended the other day. You don't see people capable of running something. You get it?
Yeah.
You don't see them moving in a manner to suggest they will be properly in control of things.
Oh.
So far, who knows what they have procured? There are still even issues still in court. There are some things that have been suspended, procurement, and we just have 6 months to go. I don't think they don't give me confidence.
You just reminded me when you're saying that elections might not be held in 2022.
I
Is
said
this
that.
something that you still stand on, that it can get
We
to a
have to have
point?
our elections in 2022.
Ah.
But it might sometimes turn out to be bora uchaguzi. Sio uchaguzi bora. Yeah.
Do you see any case before
Look,
the...
even the law
the Supreme
requires that
Court?
they should do voter auditing. And the auditing firm is not procured already because of issues in court and what. There's so much confusion with IBC.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's...
And even the law they are taking to court, to parliament. The law is still going to parliament now. The law is still in parliament.
Yeah.
12 of them run an election 6 months from now.
There's so much
they don't
that
even have a
needs to
CEO.
be done.
They don't even have a CEO. The CEO could come in a week before the election. You know these things.
Are these some of the things that will be used by the losing side to
Yes.
come and say that these elections were not conducted fairly because this is what they appointed
But
someone late?
We told them.
And it's
I
going
told them to go for preparedness. Who knows what the register looks like? They don't know. Who knows what kind of kits we are going to use? Are they still in good shape? Some of them had been even taken to another country to be used and then they were returned. In what state were they? I'm telling you.
It's going to be a tricky thing.
People will cry.
In 2017, it was all about the elections being announced before the results came in, all of them. So this responsibility is more on the chairman and the CEO.
Yes.
So would you say that the elections are not necessarily always rigged, or it's usually the blunders by the IEBC?
They're more of blunders than rigging. There will be rigging maybe, but blunders more.
Blunders help.
Because this is not a competent body. You know why it's not a competent body?
Ah.
You hold a by-election of a constituency or a ward. Election voting comes to an end at 5 o'clock. And the following day you have not given the results. A ward or a constituency. These are useless fellows.
So let me ask you, as we wind
Yes.
up the conversation, trust is what Kenyans are looking
Yes.
for. Trust is what will make Kenyans wake up in the morning and say we're going to vote because we trust our elections will be counted and it will be free, it will be fair, and it will be credible. Should Kenyans trust?
We have a trust deficit in this country, and that's why we have excessive laws. Excessive laws try to address that trust deficit. But we must convince Kenyans that everything will be well. This election will not be rigged. And what I meant, because you must allow me to explain this, that elections may not be held or should not be held, or we should be more careful before holding them, so that we don't have bora uchaguzi, arises out of the fact that UDA, let's just say William Ruto, was so convinced of victory, he never wanted anything to stand between him and the victory. He was so sure he's winning by a landslide. He never wanted even to audit or to monitor anything because he's going to win. Now that's coming to eat him. Every 2 weeks or 1 month between now and the election, things will keep coming up. There was this law that was passed, is now law. There's this one in parliament. There are other things. There will be administrative changes. Every one of them will hit him so bad. Will hit him so bad. He will wish he had listened to Manyora. Let's take care of certain things first as we move into this election. But them, they thought they had won. And therefore there should be nothing to delay their victory. Yeah.
But it's still the same in Azimio's side. They are not also auditing anything.
But Azimio, you say you know where they are.
Speaking like Sabina, until we do have these conversations again, thank you so much for tuning in. You can send your videos, hermanmanyora22@gmail.com, Nairobi Review Limited
Yes.
at gmail.com to
For
send
articles.
for your articles and opinions.
Especially opinion articles.
Yeah.
On Raila, on Ruto, on Mudavadi, on Weta. And just looking at the politics of this country.
Yeah.
Nairobi Review Limited at gmail.com is a place to send your opinion article.
Okay, thank you so much. Have yourself a lovely rest of your day. My name is Jadiel Kabiro with Herman Manyora.